You ever look at the mirror and wonder, why isn't it working? You're busting your ass in the gym, lifting harder, pushing your limits, but it feels like you're missing something. No matter how much sweat you leave on the floor, those muscles don't grow the way you hoped. The fat? Still there, stubborn as ever. And you think to yourself, is this it? Is this all I can do? Well, I've got news for you. It's not your workouts that are holding you back. It's what happens outside the gym. It's what's on your plate. The food you eat or don't eat. That's where the magic, or the frustration, starts. And today, we're going to crack that code. I'm about to show you a way of eating that could flip the switch in your body, turn you into an absolute muscle-building machine while shredding away that unwanted fat. This, my friends, is the anabolic diet. Now, maybe you've heard of the anabolic diet, maybe not. But here's the deal. This isn't some fad. This isn't about starving yourself or counting every single gram of food like you're a human calculator. This is about cycling. Cycling your carbs, cycling your energy, tapping into your body's natural rhythms. You see, the anabolic diet isn't just another low-carb or high-protein solution. It's smarter than that. It's scientific. It's structured in a way that lets you build muscle and burn fat, depending on how you play your cards. Let me break it down for you. Your body has two gears. It can build or it can break down. This is where we talk about being anabolic versus catabolic. Anabolic means growth, muscles, strength, recovery. Catabolic, well, that's the breakdown phase when your body is burning through what it has. And that can include muscle if you're not careful. Most people, they're stuck in that in-between catabolic state. They think they're doing everything right, eating clean, working out hard, but they don't realize their body's not getting what it needs to flip that switch. And that's where this diet comes in. The anabolic diet works by controlling one key element in your diet, carbs. Not eliminating them, not overloading on them, controlling them. On some days, you're high on carbs, fueling your body for growth. On others, you're low carb, giving your body the chance to burn through fat while keeping your muscles protected. Now, this isn't random. It's not just eat whatever on one day and starve the next. It's precise, it's planned, and when you do it right, it's powerful. So let's talk specifics. Let's get into what this actually looks like, because I know you're thinking, all right, sounds good, but what do I actually eat? On high carb days, this is where the fun begins. You're fueling up for muscle growth. You've been tearing it up in the gym, right? Your muscles need energy, they need recovery. So you load up. We're talking about clean, complex carbs here. Brown rice, quinoa, oats, sweet potatoes. You're giving your body the fuel it needs to replenish those glycogen stores, to repair and build. Alongside that, you're still packing in lean proteins. Chicken, turkey, fish. The carbs and protein work together to shuttle nutrients into your muscles, to prime them for growth. You're not just eating, you're feeding your muscles exactly what they need to grow. And here's the kicker. On these high-carb days, you're not gaining fat because your body is in such an anabolic state that it's pushing everything toward muscle recovery. Your body becomes like a sponge, soaking up the nutrients. It's growth time. Now you can't stay in that high-carb zone forever. That's where a lot of people mess up. They think more carbs, more gains. Nah, you've got to balance it out, and that's where low-carb days come in. On these days, your goal is to maintain muscle while burning fat. It's all about control. You're pulling back on the carbs, but you're still packing in the protein. Eggs, salmon, lean beef. And here's the trick. Healthy fats become your best friend. Avocados, nuts, olive oil. These fats keep your energy level stable, your hunger in check, and help your body switch into fat-burning mode. It's on these low-carb days that your body becomes a fat-burning furnace. Because you've reduced the carbs, your insulin levels stay low. And guess what happens when your insulin is low? Your testosterone levels go up. And that, my friends, is the perfect environment for burning fat, while keeping your hard-earned muscle intact. Think about it for a second. You're cycling between fueling up to build and dialing back to burn. It's a rhythm, a flow. And once you get into it, you start to notice how your body changes. The strength comes, the fat starts to melt away. You feel in control, not just in the gym, but in your day-to-day life. I've seen it firsthand. Guys who were stuck, plateaued, frustrated. Suddenly, they unlock a new level of their potential. And it's all because they finally started eating for their goals instead of against them. That's what we're doing here. We're shifting the way you think about food, about carbs, about how to fuel your body. So, are you ready to change the game? Are you ready to finally break through that plateau? Because once you get this, once you start following the anabolic diet, you won't look back. You're going to feel stronger, leaner, more powerful. And trust me when I say, that's just the beginning. Now, we've talked about the anabolic diet, what it is and why it works. You've learned how cycling carbs fuels your muscles and melts away fat. You've got the basics of what to eat on high-carb days, low-carb days. But I know what you're thinking. How do I put this all together? How do I make this work in my day-to-day life? And that's where the magic happens. Because a plan is only as good as how well you can live it. And trust me, you can live this. The anabolic diet doesn't just work on paper, it works in real life. So, let's talk about how to execute this. How to make this a part of who you are, a part of your lifestyle. Because that's the key, right? Consistency. You can have the perfect plan, but if you can't follow through, it's not going to do a damn thing. But here's the beauty of the anabolic diet. It's flexible. It works with your body, not against it. But first things first. Meal planning. Yeah, I know. Nobody likes to spend hours in the kitchen prepping meals. But here's the thing. You don't need to overcomplicate it. The goal is to keep things simple, effective, and sustainable. On high-carb days, you can cook up a big batch of brown rice or quinoa, grill some lean meats, and prep those meals for the week. Same goes for low-carb days. Grilled chicken, eggs, veggies, and healthy fats. You're not reinventing the wheel every day. You're building a routine that supports your growth, that fuels your performance. And remember, it's not about being perfect. You're gonna have days where life gets in the way, where maybe you miss a meal or things don't go according to plan. That's all right. This diet is designed to give you structure, but it also gives you room to adjust. Miss a high-carb day? No problem. Just get back on track the next day. The point is, consistency over perfection. That's how real progress is made. Now I want to talk about something that might surprise you. The anabolic diet isn't just about the physical changes, bigger muscles, less fat. It's about mental clarity. It's about feeling sharp. When you're fueling your body correctly, when you're eating the right foods at the right times, your energy levels stabilize. No more crashes in the middle of the day, no more brain fog. You're focused. You're dialed in. And let me tell you, that's when you start to feel unstoppable. Imagine waking up in the morning, knowing exactly what you need to eat, knowing that every bite you take is driving you toward your goals. It's not just about lifting heavier, it's about thinking clearer, about showing up every day with the energy, the focus, the drive to dominate your day. In the gym and in life. That's the real power of the anabolic diet. It's not just fuel for your muscles, it's fuel for your mind. And listen, this isn't a quick fix. I'm not going to lie to you and say you'll see overnight results. That's not how this works. The anabolic diet is about long-term success. It's about building habits that last, habits that push you past the plateaus, that keep you growing, keep you evolving, day after day, week after week, month after month. When you commit to this, when you stick with it, the results will come. You'll notice your body changing, your strength increasing, the fat starting to disappear, and it'll happen in a way that feels natural, in a way that feels sustainable. I've seen it happen. People who've been stuck for years finally break through. And it's not because they found some magic supplement or a miracle workout. It's because they finally understood the power of what they put in their body. They finally took control of their diet, their nutrition. They started eating for their goals. And when you start eating for your goals, everything changes. But remember, it's on you. I can give you the roadmap, but you've got to drive the car. You've got to put in the work. You've got to make the commitment. And if you do that, if you really commit to this, you'll see the results. I promise you that. So what's it gonna be? You've got the knowledge now. You've got the tools. Are you ready to take the next step? Are you ready to make a change, not just in your body, but in your life? Because that's what we're talking about here. This isn't just about muscles or fat loss. This is about becoming the best version of yourself. Stronger, sharper, more focused, more powerful. It all starts with the food you eat. It all starts with the anabolic diet. Here's what I want you to do. Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to change everything overnight. Take it one meal at a time, one workout at a time, one day at a time. Build those habits brick by brick. Because that's how real transformations happen. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. So if you're ready to change the game, if you're ready to transform your body, your mind, and your life, let's get started. You've got this. And remember, Peak Vitality is here with you every step of the way. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we've got a lot more coming your way. We're not just building bodies here, we're building legacies. Let's do this.